Let's talk about the NFL MVP odds. Tom Brady is the prohibitive favorite right now at 1-7 to win his third MVP trophy, but Todd Gurley second at 4-1. You've also got Carson Wentz, Drew Brees, and Antonio Brown rounding out the top five. Mina, this is fascinating because I think fantasy football players have seen what Gurley has done for their teams all season long and might be carrying that mantle. But in your opinion, is Brady the NFL MVP?
Yeah, it's been Brady. It's still Brady. I'm sorry. I'm one of the voters on the ESPN's panel, and I've been voting for Brady for weeks, and my vote is still for Brady. I'll break it down for you. MVP is a fraught award because nobody agrees on what it means. Some people think it means most indispensable player. That's why you've got, your Russell Wilsons, guys who do everything for their team in the mix. And then other people think it's the most dominant player. If you consider both of those factors, it's undeniably Brady. Now, on the indispensable note, Todd Gurley, that offense does run through him, but the team would still be fine without him. They have a ridiculously good defense, great coach, great weapons on offense. Goff has been good, not great, I think. Brady is the Patriots. That defense, while it's improved over the last few weeks, it's still not good. That team would not win games without Tom Brady. Unfortunately, this is why the award is biased towards quarterbacks. Now, if you flip over to who's the best player, I'm not quite finished. Todd Gurley has not been as dominant as you think. In fact, he only has one more touchdown than Mark Ingram. He's barely above Kareem Hunt in yardage. He's not that dominant. He's just been dominant lately. Go ahead, Dominique, with your recency bias. Let's hear it.
It's not recency bias. This is disappointing because I think of you as a smart football mind who understands the interconnected intricacies of the game, and you're not someone who falls for this trap where you say MVP. What the MVP actually is like, hey, what quarterback threw for the most yards this season or scored the most touchdowns? Like, that's what the MVP is for all these novices. But, Mina, you're smarter than that, and you understand that there are other players on the team that, while they may not rack up the stats, they mean a lot more to their team, like the one and only Calais Campbell.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
That team is built around Calais Campbell. And I could go Aaron Donald. I could go a lot of different defensive players who deserve to be considered for being more valuable. And you said Tom Brady is the Patriots. That is one of the most ridiculous things that have ever been said on here. Like, I can go down the list of reasons why Tom Brady is not, why the Patriots are not just Tom Brady. I think in crunch time, you and I both know this. We had this conversation before. In crunch time, their offense turns to, where's Gronk? Let's throw it to Gronk. It's not Brady, let's pick him apart. It's fine, Gronk, and give it to Gronk. Gronk could be considered an MVP also. He's certainly more difficult to replace than Tom Brady is.
All right, let's talk about this Campbell
Hate on Calais.
Talk first because Gurley is realistic, at least. Okay, that's a contender.
I'm not arguing who could win it. I'm arguing who should win it.
Sacks in the NFL. J.J. Watt goes back-to-back 20 sack seasons. He's not an MVP.
Mina, don't do this.
That's stats.
Don't do it, Mina.
Now let's talk about the defense. Let's talk about football.
You're too smart to think that stats are the only thing that matters. That team is built around Calais Campbell opening up opportunities for the entire defense and making it easier for Ramsey and for Boye. Proceed.
Let me finish. That defense is stacked with stars. Yannick Ngakoue has almost as many, I'm not going to say almost as many sacks because you'll freak out that I mentioned stats. He is a dominant weapon. Malik Jackson, that secondary is the best in the NFL. You telling me that defense wouldn't be, Calais Campbell's the best player. I'll give you that. But that defense would still be a top 10 defense, no question, without Calais Campbell, okay? He is
I think they have a lot of talent, but here's the key.
Patriots aren't going anywhere without Tom Brady. Nowhere.